Have you guys ever thought about the difference between I want it and I need it? Well, if you're not, I think somehow or the other we need to. Why? Because we sometimes get lost between these two sentences, these two thought processes. In this particular world, we all know this is a fast-paced market and we all want to win. And we are in a race. You accept it or not, you are. You're a part of the game. We all are trying to live our lives the way we want it, right? Maybe to the fullest. But on the contrary, when reality bites, we all know what we want. Maybe we will not get everything. Then what is typically striving us to go forward? That is, I need it. And what is typically hunting you to go beyond everything? That is called I want it. So whenever it comes to I need it, that becomes your necessity. And when it comes to I want it, that becomes your greed. And each and every person, say for example, eats food in a different way, different kind of food. Lifestyle is different. The person spends money in a different way. And why we do that? Because my need may not be your need. Why? Because maybe that's not the way you were raised, or you thought, or maybe the way you typically spend your life. Now, talking about day-to-day life. So if you are not, then sometimes maybe what is my need becomes your greed, and vice versa. That when I was coming up, I was pretty young at that point of time. I thought about that concept, which I already shared with you, that I want a borderless world. So maybe I was in 10th standard or maybe lower than that. At that point of time, I thought about it. Why? Because somehow or the other I got introduced to globalization. And I started watching a lot of videos across the globe. And I realized that why we are differentiating. Because we have borders. That's the reason. So it was needed at that point of time. But now I don't think it's needed. We just need a good regulatory body, a management team who can manage or lead the entire world unitedly. That's what I believe. We can do it, but it's not easy to do it. It's not gonna happen overnight. That's for sure. But yes, slowly and gradually, probably that's gonna be the only way we can survive. But keeping that particular thought aside for the time being, let's focus on what are my needs. How do I think? So each and like everyone, I need food to survive. Now, what kind of food I need? Maybe which is available locally. I don't want to import food for me, right? Now, I don't want to do that from my family even. So whichever is available, vegetables, fruits, chicken, maybe meat, other meat, red meat, eggs, all those stuff. So I need it. Typically, it's not about I love to eat them. I think I also need all those proteins, vitamins in my body so that my mind works properly, so as my health. And of course, I need a roof. I need to stay happy. I want to spend time with my family. So these are my needs typically, because these are the things probably I need every day. I can't live without it. What are the things can be considered as my greed? So say for example, I personally believe that I want a car, okay? Now, why do I want it? Because of two reasons. One, it's been my passion, you can say. I always wanted to have a car on my own so that I don't have to depend on someone else to go somewhere, okay? I don't know how to drive, but maybe I can learn. But the best thing is I want to have my own car. That's my need. I'm sorry, that's not my need. That's my greed. So that's the reason I'm telling you that it's not something which is necessary that I can't live without. No, I can. I've been living without a car for so many years, right? Then probably you can say that I want to travel across the globe. That can also be considered as a greed, because I really want to see different places. I've already seen few of the places outside my country where I was born and raised, but I still want to visit a lot of places across the globe. It's not only about renowned places, it's about each and every place probably. I want to see myself not as a traveler, but as an explorer. I want to meet people, I want to talk to them, I want to understand, I want to experience their lifestyles so that I can learn something from them, and of course vice versa. The reason I'm creating this particular video, that we have to strike a balance. We need to know where we have to stop. Your greed will definitely take your mind over, and that's where you will make a mistake like I did. Yes, I've been a victim of you can say online fraud, and I have told myself that okay, this is the first time and this is going to be the last time. I needed to learn probably. That's the reason that situation did arise. I learned my lesson, and I'm not going to repeat it in my entire life. So yes, that's a reason I think we are in a position where we have to strike a balance, and at the same point of time we need to know where we have to stop. Mistakes are supposed to take place some or the other, because we all somehow or the other have made. Most of the people say, have you learned something from your mistake? Everybody did. That's undeniable, that's inevitable. But the next question, the most important part is, do you want to try it once again? That's where your learning will come into picture as an application. So if you can realize that, if you have done it, if you have thought about it, then of course you have learned a lesson and you are applying it, right? That's what my message, or that's what I want to share with you guys, that I think we should and we must know this particular part. So your greed should be there once your need is absolutely fulfilled. Then thrive for your greed, your passion, whatever you may say. So this is the only thing I wanted to tell you guys or share with you guys. And trust me, in this world, people out there who can try to get you some dirty laundry so that you lose your valuable money, asset, and most important thing, probably self-respect. Because if you get cheated, remember, it's you who did it.